Okay, we're gonna get the solar put in. I don't have a tripod out here, so things are going to be a little bit shaky. But I guess you can just hang onto your chair. Maybe you won't fall off. So I'm not going to bore you with the step by step, but you know, I'll shoot at significant steps. We'll put it that way. I'm going to put it on a camper. I'm kind of thinking about putting one on the roof and then leaving one out so that I can move it around. For now, it's got to be hooked in parallel, which means a 12-volt system, until I can get a couple of more Trojan batteries. That's what I have. I bought a couple of those, the T105s. The charger is capable of 24-volt system, so and there's no converter in the camper, so I can I can run the 24-volt on the solar. But for now, like I said, it's got to be 12-volt parallel. So anyway, I'll get to it. Okay, so for now I've got the backing board up there. I'm not going to mount it right onto the wall. In case, you know, one day I want to sell a camper or something, all I had to do is take out 4 screws. That should help. But sorry about the reflections through the door. It's a little bit hard to control, but anyway, that's the backing board. All right, there's the charge controller. I went with Renogy this time. It's hard to do video when you got a bright light shining in there, like from the different contrast of light. So anyway, that's the commander. It's an MPPT controller, and it's only 20 amps, which is probably just going to be fine for what I'm going to be doing. Only 200 watts, 2 100-watt panels makes it 200 watts. So it's anyway, Renogy said that it's going to be just fine. The max it'll pull is probably around 15 amps or so. Or be put into it. So we'll move on to the next step. Need to hook up the wires and all that, and it's also got a LCD device so that I can see what's going on with it. That's a separate install, but we're going to get that on today too. Maybe. Okay, we got a green light on the charger. I hooked the batteries up. Did the positive first, then the ground. Everything seemed to be okay. It's got a green light, which means it's hooked up correctly. I checked the voltage on the batteries. They're looking at about 12.7 or so. So we haven't got the solar panels hooked up yet. Now I'm going to put the wires in for that, and then well, we'll do the LCD screen first, and then I'll put the solar panels on so I can get a reading on it, see where we are and how we're doing. It's a heavy son of a gun. Anyway, to back up a little bit, 4 screws holds the charge controller on the panel, on the mounting board. And that was, I didn't bother filming that. I guess everybody can put a screw in. And just have to make sure that you got the positive on the positive and the negative on the negative for the batteries. So we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so putting the LCD readout screen in. The directions on it are a little vague. I guess they figure you're supposed to know. But this backing plate right here, I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a slot right here for the cable that goes through that slot right there. So what I did was I put this on. Oops, there. I put this on, got it all screwed in nice and secure. Went to plug the cable in through the slot, and it doesn't fit. Now I got to take it off again, put the cable in, and put it back together. So heads up on that one, guys, gals. Well, there it is. I'm a little disappointed in the LCD meter. It said it was backlit. I guess it's backlit. I don't, but you can't hardly see it. I mean, it's just barely there. So, well, I guess I have to get off my chair and go look at it. That's what I got to do, I guess. I was hoping I'd be able to see it from, sitting down at the booth there, but that's not going to happen, I guess, unless there's a setting somewhere. But right now it's 102 degrees outside, and it's almost 100 inside the camper. So I'm going to go inside, study a little bit, and maybe there'll be some more information later. We'll see.